Now, y'all, I just seen a post said, give them back their white Jesus and return back to spirituality. Now, that could be taken two ways. And if you're not in the spirit of truth, then you're not going to get the truth out of what that spelling words is telling us. Now, man taught us about Jesus. Man taught us about the Bible, which is why it makes the Bible fake. The Spirit is supposed to teach us about God's truth. But we never accepted God's truth, and that's why we're supposed to accept our forefathers went backwards. They didn't accept God's truth, you know, which is why we have the book to show you how we messed up. We didn't obey the Spirit. We believe writings on the wall. You know, we believe words. You know, we believe a man that comes in his name. Not somebody that comes in God's name. Somebody that comes in his own name. That's what we believe. You know, that's why we got our Farrakhan. That's why we got our, you know, TD Jake. Because they're not coming in the Father's name. They coming in their own name. So they're not giving you really correction. They're giving you feel good. So we talk about return back to spirituality. What does that mean? The Bible tells us we got to worship God in spirit and truth. So how can the Bible be false? It tells us what we should do. But what does it mean to go back to spirituality? Accept the one that has the Spirit of God. Accept the one that has the image of God. And not the one that comes in his own name saying he don't have the image of God. Somebody else coming with it. See, that's an antichrist. An antichrist is someone that don't believe Jesus in the flesh. So Jesus is always in the flesh because Jesus means somebody that brings salvation. We don't even want to accept that now. Jesus don't mean somebody in a book. It's a title for the man that brings salvation, which is why many historians will tell us what? They had many Jesus. Well, it's just like they had a couple prophets that what? They was bringing salvation to the people, but what did our forefathers do? Rejected the prophets. But the Father has showed really two prophets this. Moses, which was Isaiah, and Jeremiah, which was your two high priests with the two temples of God, would be your David and Solomon. You know, he only showed them this vision. You know, everybody else was a disciple of that vision. You know, or they seen a vision and they didn't understand it. When you talk about, that's why Jeremiah and Isaiah is the two major prophets. So we talk about return back to spirituality. We got to return back to the one that has the spirit of truth. Not meditation. You know, meditation is good, but that's not going to receive your truth. Fasting for 60 days or fasting for 40 days. When Moses fasted for 40 days, he got rid of evil thoughts. He got rid of worldly thoughts. That's how Moses fasted. Moses didn't fast by what he eat because he was already eating right. So he didn't need to fast. He wasn't glued. You know, a lot of us are glued. We eat all day long. So fasting don't get you no into the Father. You have to come through the door. And the door is the anointed one. See, this is the time of Moses. Well, only Moses can go talk to God. Aaron and Miriam must eat the food. And when I speak of Aaron and Miriam, I'm speaking of the sons of daughters and the sons of God. The priests, the ministers that's who going to minister this message to the world. This is the bread from heaven. It's time to accept it. So when we talk about turning back to spirituality, we got to turn back to that man who has them 7 women that surrounding him. Not physical women, but the spirits of God, which is why Christ is the wisdom of God. I am he. Peace.